Right, it's New Year's Eve, but you're probably watching this a little bit later. I have come to the woods to have a think about the year just gone by and think about what I want to put in place for the new year. Now, I know for some people the changing of the year feels kind of arbitrary and it's just a date in the calendar, but I think that it's a good excuse to take stock. And I have been using the official Veggie Magnifique Year in Review PDF, and you can too. It's not too late. Even if it's a few days into 2019 or 2019, whatever you want to call it, I think it's always a good idea to take stock and just see where you are in life and establish some new goals. And I've found this exercise really, really powerful. The loveliest thing about it was looking back over the year and seeing all of the wonderful things that have gone well. And what I did was, in the box about what went well, to remind myself of everything that's happened this year, I went through my phone and went from January until now and looked at all the wonderful things that have happened, and it just reminded me of all the brilliance and fantasticness in my life that I can be so grateful for, and all of those precious moments. And then you fill in the box of what didn't work and what were some of the failures of the year. And that is not a reason to beat yourself up, it's a reason to notice what's not quite been going so well for you this past year, and that then it allows you to just realize that and then set some new goals for the new year that will help you to get back on track. So in my what didn't go so well boxes, I've noticed that I've let a couple of positive healthy daily habits slip, and this is daily meditation and exercise. And well, the exercise one was on purpose, because when starting bright line eating, you are which I did over the summer, you are advised to stop exercising because that shouldn't be the focus when you're doing bright line eating. But now that I've got bright line eating all sorted and I feel absolutely solid in my bright line eating program, it's time for me to add yoga back in, because yoga is amazing and it makes me feel so good. And if you've ever practiced yoga too, you'll probably feel the same way. So my desire is to add yoga back into my life on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be an hour and a half practice, it can just be 10 minutes. That's probably what it's going to end up being, since I'm a mum. Also meditation. I am a transcendental meditator, but I have let it slip this last year because of mum life, I have to admit. I've been doing a lot of mindfulness practice and short meditations, but I would like to reinstate my daily long meditation, and that is what I'm going to do. Another thing that I've let slip is my music, and I have felt that my identity as a violinist has been sort of withering away with mum life. Another thing I've noticed is that my brain has been withering because of mum life again. Same old thing. I love my baby and I love being a mum, but it has meant that I've had less time to read books and learn new things, and it's just been an intense year of mumming and bringing up a tiny little baby. So those are some of the things that I've noticed have been happening, just those daily health practices that have slipped, and also losing parts of my identity that were very strong before becoming a mum. So it's just been really helpful not to kind of beat myself up about what I haven't been doing right, but actually to notice everything that has been going right. And you'll see that the column about what's been going right is much longer than the failure or the what hasn't been going so right column. But it's just been helpful for me to realise what I could put back into my life that would make me even happier. So here are my SMART goals. My first one is daily meditation, and I plan to re-engage with my transcendental meditators in Paris, and that will just help me to have that connection and just do it, set my alarm clock earlier and just get up and do it, because I found that when I tell myself, oh, I'll meditate later in the day, if it doesn't happen in the morning, it never really happens. I think meditation is one of those things that's best done when you've rolled out of bed in the morning. The other thing is to do a daily yoga practice. I'm just going to aim to do 10 minutes a day, and if it goes longer, then that's great. But if it doesn't, then so be it. 10 minutes is already fantastic as this check-in, because anything more is going to be difficult for me to fit into my day. One of the letters in the acronym SMART goals is achievable. So I don't want to tell myself I'm going to do 40 minutes of exercise every morning, because I know that that's not going to happen with looking after my little baby. And my next one is to read books. And I decided to start a challenge with myself. I've decided to read a book a week. So what I'm going to do is I've already got a big stack of books that I've not finished on my bedside table and in various places scattered around the house. So I'm going to read one a week, and I'm going to make myself a chart where I stick it up on the wall, and I can put, I've got a little block for each week, and I can write in each week what book I've read. So that makes me accountable, because I don't want to see a hole in my chart. Another goal is to play 25 minutes of violin a day, and the 25 minutes thing comes from the Pomodoro technique, which Anne and I are fans of, setting a timer on your phone for 25 minutes, and when it goes off you're done. And I just think that the 25-minute mark is achievable. I will probably do more than that a lot of days because of gigging and practicing for concerts and things, but my bare minimum is going to be 25 minutes, and I think that would be really effective in terms of getting, it's really a psychological thing of reinstilling my identity as a violinist. So that's just a quick rundown of what I've established through doing this end of year review practice, and it's been really lovely and powerful, because it's the 31st of December today. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit discombobulated, like, oh man, it's the end of the year already, and feeling kind of like stressed and just about the whole thing. But by doing the exercise, by taking stock, by looking through all of my photos from the last year and just reliving some of those joyous moments and writing them down and being really actively grateful for them, and then just noticing some of the patterns that are not working so well in my life and stopping them in their tracks with some positive daily practices every day that I'm going to do in 2019. And it's really good actually to share them with you here, because I'm accountable to them now, aren't I? So I encourage you to share your SMART goals in the comments below and be accountable to them, and really do go and download that PDF from VeggieMagnifique.com. It's really powerful, and it's a wonderful way to just put yourself back on track and realize what it is that you really want in life, and establishing those daily rituals and habits that are easy to do and easy not to do. But when you have goals in mind and SMART goals, and you've set timers for yourself and you've set check-ins throughout the year, then you're accountable to them and you make things happen for yourself, and it's so positive. It puts you in such a good mood and puts a spring in your step to know that you're being really proactive in becoming the person that you want to be and just looking after yourself. One thing that we really swear by on Veggie Magnifique is establishing the morning ritual. So you can go to our website and learn a bit more about that, and it's really powerful in terms of getting you into that positive, proactive, energized state of mind every day that is going to help you achieve your goals and make good progress in your life and make 2019 really count. So it doesn't matter if you're starting this on the 4th of January, the 5th of January, the 6th of January. 6th of January is the Epiphany, so you could, that would be an auspicious time to do it, because you could have your epiphanies about your life on the Epiphany by doing this practice. And I wish you a wonderful 2019, and we cannot wait on Veggie Magnifique to continue to have this conversation with you all about how to be our best selves and make this world a better place. Okay, signing off. Bye!